Hello and welcome, everyone, to another cast here today. This is going to be the Decima Team League? The Decima Team League. And I believe it's the semifinals here. I'm Revolt. What we've got, I think it's best of 7, is one whipcracker of a match here. It's going to be Ris3n versus Platoon to see who's going to go on to that grand finals. Let's get right on into things and introduce our players. First, spawning in the top right-hand corner here on Oxide, the green Terran player. It is Extreme. Spawning down in the bottom left-hand corner, representing Platoon, the red Protoss player, it is King Console. So, for those that are not aware, this is a team league that I believe consists of like 2 gold, 2 plat, and a diamond slot, I think. Believe that is the case. And I think it ranks up as we get further on into the matches here. So this is going to be our first match, which is, I believe, our gold players here. But again, I like the way that this is weighted. You know, in an all-kill format, it can kind of lessen the impact a little bit that your lower league players have. But in this Pro League style match, obviously every win, every match that you get on the board really, really has an impact. So let's take a look at what these guys are doing. So far, things looking very standard here from a Protoss player. Going Cyber before Nexus. It's actually something I've started to do just because in case it's a proxy, you're a little bit safer. I've noticed a lot of Terrans are doing the depot block. And while it does delay your Nexus a little bit, it's not, not the end of the world. On the other half of the map here, it looks like it's also very standard here from our Terran player, opting for the Reaper Expand. Factory going to be coming up behind it. This is about as normal can get. As what I'm going to be looking for next is that first tech building from the Protoss, which should be going down right as this gas count gets up. Is it going to be a Stargate? Is it going to be a Twilight? Is it going to be a Robo? Stargate, obviously, kind of coming back into fashion a little bit of late. But those Twilight openers are still kind of the surefire. I want to play defensive, get my Blinky boys, get my Charger boys, get a good economy. Gold, plat, diamond 2, 3, diamond 1. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. So there are 2 diamond slots then. A little bit of the dance coming up here. Not going to be able to get anything done, and I really want to see this Reaper get up into the main. It is going to be Robo first. Now this shield battery is up. Going to lock him down from anything particularly aggressive early. On the other half of the map, it looks like it's going to be Reactored Hellions here for Extreme. I would like to see a starport here, maybe get a drop going. But as things stand, I mean, the Protoss, I think, is in a pretty good spot here already. Really getting to power up this economy. Not getting touched. It is all kill? Wait, I thought it wasn't all kill. Somebody will have to correct me in the chat there if I'm mistaken. I did not think that it was. I need to drink some water. My throat is all... Reaper's going to get up in here. He's going to see what he can see. Mainly just the Robo. Really fast next 2 gases coming up here for King Console. I really want to see some more production come out here for Extreme, or a fast 3rd CC. He's starting to get that money up, and while this scout is nice, you really have to get that production down and going. It looks like... Ooh, is he going to make Banshees? I think he's going to make Banshees. Okay. Observer going across the map to get some scouting and actually getting a second one. I really like that. It's something I need to start working on, to be honest, is getting that Observer spread up. It really is invaluable. I tend to get like 1 or 2, or, to be honest, 1, and then I just like forget about it. Robo build time, obviously something that's on a premium, but still very important to get that spread, get that vision up. And so far, King Console is powering up into all of the things that a Protoss wants. He's getting the Forge, he's getting the Twilight Council for those upgrades. And I think he should be okay here. Assuming he's in position for this Hellion run by. Actually, it's a lot of units here. These Hellions have a chance to dive in. Oh, don't want to kill that. The shield battery is not affecting... Oh, Okay, gets warded away here. Not going to opt to dive in. The third CC is on the way here. I don't know how much I like this. I mean, these Hellions, especially the Shield Biter here, are going to do absolutely nothing but tickle these units. Yeah, all kill best of 9. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just silly then. I'm a silly boy. It is all kill. Take back what I said. All kill. Really cool format. Love to see it. You know, I need to turn notifications off. That is way too loud. How do I do that? We're going to do that in between matches. We're going to figure out how I turn that off. Because I don't know how loud that was on stream, but for me, that was super loud. And I didn't like it. But here we go. Here's a push out coming in. Thank you for the follow, though. I just realized I was super negative. I do appreciate the follow. It's just, that's my bad. That's not your bad. That one's on me, you know? That one is on me. But here we go, though. There's really not much in position here to defend here for Extreme. Really just Medivacs here. And this could put our Terran player in a really, really rough spot. Charge is about to finish. Now, he could backstab with these Hellions. That would be amazing. He could get a ton of damage done, but none of that means much if you can't defend at home. And 2 Immortals, bunch of Stalkers, soon-to-be charge lots is not enough here. He's just going to run into the natural and begin the ransack. The ransack has begun. Hellions are going to run into backstab, and this could get really weird. He needs to get these on probes. Where are those Banshees? Coming back home to defend. But with the Stalker count and an Observer in the area, I'm not sure what he's going to really get done here. These Hellions are doing all right for themselves, but... Oh, okay. So it's just for me. That's good. But yeah, I mean, this is a little bit of a base trade, but the Hellions get cleaned up, and there's just nothing to deal with this army. War Prism in the main. Really, really smart. You see a lot of Protosses that'll neglect getting that War Prism when they push, and it really is vital and essential. GG is called. Someone let me know if I'm right that this is a best of 7. I think it is. But if not, I've just been lying to you with that. But anyway, let's get right on into things. Over here on the right side of Golden Wall, looking to increase his team's lead, representing Platoon. It is King Console. And spawning over on the left side here of the Golden Wall, representing Ris3n. It is Stars Fall Dim. So PvP. Oh, looks like we got a little bit of a pause here to see what that's about before we get on into things. Oh, look, the pylons are synced. Oh, beautiful. It's beautiful. So, anyway, in the chat, while we're waiting, what do you guys think? Let's take bets now. We gonna see a cannon rush this game? We gonna maybe see Stargate? I hope to see Stargate. It's one of the things that I kind of hope comes back in PvP. I know Phoenix Wars were a little lame, but I don't know. I like the dynamic of having multiple viable openings in PvP that aren't like, I'm going to all-in you. And seeing those Phoenix styles versus like the Blink Stalker openings. Even the interesting dynamic that comes out where like Zealot Archon Immortal is still very viable, and kind of the pure Blink Stalker Disruptor is very viable. It's interesting to see how those interact. I think Disruptors are king of the day, but they are best of 9. I've been lying. Can I do that? I just wanted to see if I could make best of 8. I know best of 8 doesn't exist, but I wanted to see if it would let me. I think Blinks, or it's not Blink Stalkers. The Disruptor is king of PvP once that mid to late game hits, but those are tricky to use, or tricky to use effectively. And they certainly make that a lot dicier. A lot dicier. But really exciting. We've seen Neeb and Estrella specifically play a lot of really, really fun PvPs with those, where you've got like Blink DT, Stalker, Disruptor versus Blink DT, Stalker, Disruptor. And absolute madness ensues. And I'll tell you what, that has to be really stressful to play, but it's really fun to watch. Looks like King Console might be having a little bit of an issue here, as the pause extends. Best 9. Feeling fine. Alright, looks like King Console has resolved whatever issue it was. Both these guys are ready. So we are waiting for someone to resume it. I am unable to do so. 3, 2, 1.
Game resumed.
Game resumed. There we go. Nope, gateways. A man can dream though, right? As much as I hate getting cannon rushed, I do love to watch it happen. Just because, probably because I'm a bad person, but you know, eh. So both these guys' builds, considering there's nothing proxy, there's no forge, are going to look very, very similar. The first real divergence that we are likely to see is going to be what those first two gateway units are. Now, big thing to note for both these guys is they are not doing the, like, you leave one space. Okay, well, never mind. I take it all back. The first big divergence here is 3 gateways. That's going to delay his cyber a lot. Not sure how I feel about this. Certainly going to be aggressive here. There's the core. Only the 2 here from King Console. But typically you'll get the 2 gateways. And then you've got kind of your options for what you want to, those first 2 gateway units to be. Double Adept is popular. Stalker Sentry is popular. But this triple gateway style reads very, very aggressive here to me. Actually, really fast third pylon there. King Console who's going to go Stalker. Yeah, I'm with it. Certainly the most defensible option there. But that's the danger, right? The reason that you like that wall off is that you can put a probe there, you can drop a pylon, and block adepts from shading into your main. Because if you let those first 2 adepts into your main, it is essentially game over. No, okay. Exaggeration. Not essentially game over, but critical damage can happen very, very quickly. Robo coming out here from King Console. This is looking like a very standard kind of defensive build here to me. Never mind, there's the 3rd gateway. Gravity has got his 2 adepts, can start making his way across the map here whenever he's ready. Double pylon. Double pylon. Whoa. Grana going down on Warp Gate, get that out a little bit faster, and just based on the openings here, I gotta say I really like King Console's position a lot more here. His tech is more evolved. These adepts are like, they're good, but they need to be doing things, right? The reason that those first 2 adepts getting out is nice is because, A, you can force them to do pylon stuff, but also you get critical scouting information, and if they slip up and let the adepts in, you have the option to really get some damage done. But if they're just chilling here at home, I mean, adepts aren't good against stalkers. They're not good in a straight-up fight. I really don't think that there's a ton of value coming out there. Going to be a Warp Prism coming out here for King Console. Definitely looking like he wants to get aggressive. And actually, Gravity is going to get himself a natural. Let's take a look at the unit count right now. 5 Stalkers to 7. There are the 3 Adepts, but really they're just going to be tanking. And 2 more Stalkers are going to come out here as well. This should be enough to shove this back, especially with the high ground advantage. You're going to get those first shots off. Oh, actually, sees the Ami. Where are you shading to, bud? Okay. War Prism is out now. Gravity needs to be very careful. He could get jumped on here. The Stalker count is in King Console's favor. Oh, yeah. This is really bad. He's going to bleed out a bunch of Stalkers here. Targeting them down one at a time. Good focus fire priority there from King Console. And he should be able to bust him now. To be honest, that is a hold if you got a ramp and a shield battery. But Gravity fighting this on the open field is just disastrous here. And now the Stalker count is just too high. He's just going to be able to walk up and just click on gateway units. There's just not a lot here for Grav. These Adepts gonna go down, and he cannot hold this low ground. I think he's best off, honestly, canceling this warping in a sentry, holding his ramp for a little while longer. He's getting his own robo, but it's not gonna matter. Boom, boom, boom. And King Console can walk up, kill these critical pylons, and with it end the game. GG is called. It's King Console. 3-gate robo we saw from King Console, but before I blather on too much, let's introduce our players. With a hot streak of 2 games so far, it is King Console. And his opponent down in the bottom right-hand corner, it is Savior. Savior, much like Gravity, off racing here. He's also a Terran player. He also didn't come to me for spicy builds, knowing I would have given him some. So, you know, all I'm going to say is if he loses here, it's his own fault. But my petty vindictiveness aside, looking to see what he can bring out here. I know that Protoss is his least experienced race, but still, you know, the mechanics is a factor here. And he's also someone that watches a lot of StarCraft, so, you know, you do get a feel for how the race plays. I know it's team games, but he's played the race in teams, and anytime you get any experience playing a different race, you know, that factors into your ability to understand how the units work, how you want to do, what you want to be going for, stuff like that. And I do like the wall off here from both these guys, actually, giving themselves the opportunity to prevent the Adept shading in. A little bit late second guess here for Savior, that's fine. I would guess it's going to be double Adept, given that. Really needs to get into that. There we go. Get into that second gas. Did Savior forget? Savior forgot a second pylon. Oh, geez, Savior. Big mistake, Maury. Big mistake. Double Stalker going to be coming out here for... You love to see it. You forget the pylon? Screw it. We're getting a natural, right? Let's see what those first 2 gateway units are going to be. They're going to be late. I think he has... Oh, it's Adept. Okay, this is really, really, really greedy here. If you're going to get this expansion, the Adepts are nice. They can pin your opponent back a little bit. But, right, it does mean that you just got very little here for defense. Robo? Twilight? Oh, the greed. The greed of this man. Oh. So this could work really well, or it could fail really hard, to be honest. It looks like we're seeing a similar build here from King Console. Get out with the Adepts. Go. Go, Adepts. Go. If you can keep him pinned with the Adepts, get some probe damage done, get himself the time to let those Twilight upgrades, the natural mining kick in, great. That could be wonderful. That said, King Console's going to have a big window here where his army advantage is absolutely massive. So these Adepts are going to get in. This is really good. Let's see what he can get done. We're looking for 4 or 5 probes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3. Only 3. Okay. Oh, 4. He gets 4. Okay. Acceptable damage here. And he gets the full scout. He knows exactly what's coming at him here. Really want to see another shield battery. Really want to see another shield battery. More gates coming up. Like to see him shade again. Anything to buy himself time here is absolutely massive. Gets in with the adept. That's nice. But the question is more, can he stop this attack that's coming at him here? I don't think the answer is yes, to be honest. If he has overcharge. Okay, he will have overcharge. Okay, if he uses overcharge correctly and can keep this battery from getting sniped, he should be okay here. Actually, no, there might be enough to one-shot stalkers. Okay, here we go. Need to overcharge. There's the overcharge. Okay, a great start here for Savior. He can't quite one-shot these stalkers, meaning that this overcharge is going to get tremendous amount of value here. Needs to pull these probes here to help with the defense. 2 more stalkers coming in here. He is going to need to pull probes, I think, to defend this. Every second that goes by is good. Blink is almost done. He's mining more, but he's not out of the woods yet. Really want to see a second battery here. He's going to try and dive in, but this, again, this battery still has energy. Meaning he can just keep trading out shots here, and it's going to be better for him. Again, boom, there goes that. Blink is now done. There we go. There's the follow-up batteries. Oh, nice pick-off on the Warping and Stalker. You can't heal those. But again, trading Stalkers, totally okay here for Savior. As he just needs to continue to buy himself time here. That battery is out of energy. He's got a few seconds until these other batteries finish. He needs to be very careful until that happens. There we go. Battery finishes up. Looks like he's going to try and elevate her up into the main. Okay. Needs to bring the Stalkers here. He's got Blink. Okay, he needs to bring everything. Everything needs to come right now. Warp Prism dies. That means this is a one-way trip. But again, now he's fighting away from the batteries. Needs another Warp in. That would be a critical shut-off here. Needs to get that repowered up. But actually, he's going to clear out everything for it. And I think that's enough. Yeah. With that, King Console is in a really rough spot. He's walled in. No natural. Savior, on the other half of the map, is up 10 workers. Has the tech advantage. Has the expo advantage. And from here, he can kind of choose how he wants to play this out. He can go up into Robo himself. He can get Disruptors. He might be able to just pile on the Blink pressure, to be honest. If he just keeps warping in Stalkers, assuming his micro's good, Blink Stalkers are much better than regular Stalkers. Shocking, I know. Charge actually coming out, so he's going to take it to a later phase of the game. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Really like the Immortal coming out here. He knows he's going to have to, oh, he needs to kill that, though. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. He can go around this way. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? So he's going to go up to Zealot Archon. Totally a good call. If you get Archons before your opponent, and they don't have like a ton of Blink Stalkers or Disruptors, they can just kind of be screwed sometimes. Shield battery. This is going to be pretty unbreakable, I would think. And not really waters that he wants to test too hard here. With the Immortal, he will start bleeding out Stalkers very quickly. Yeah, he's going to say, alright. But again, this is okay. Looking at the worker count, he's way ahead. And the tech, so important. Blink done. Charge almost done. Forge on the way. Archon's on the way. He's building what's going to be a bigger and a more advanced army. So while these pokes are ineffective, they don't really need to be effective. Now this would be a nice pickup. He needs to blink out of there. Yep, back off. No need to trade here. Just keep building up that army. Get a third base. You'll love to see it. There's the Prism coming out. Triple Immortal now. Quad Immortal now. All the Immortals. So it is time for the Zealots here, to be honest. This army is going to deal very well with Blinkstalkers. Archons and Zealots are going to be difficult for him, though. For the Zealots actually going into the main base here, kinda not sure how I feel about this. He's so far economically ahead, he doesn't really need damage, he just needs a big ball of stuff. I guess if he can make his way out and just kind of get some picks for himself without risking too much, it's totally fine. He is going to bleed out these Zealots, but he knows the army's at home. That's important. And again, yep, just keep building up. Get +1, get Zealots, get Archons, all the fun stuff, because he will tech his opponent out of the game. And with the economic checkmate that he has available to him, I feel like the next engagement is going to be a decisive one. And things should go pretty well here for Savior. There's the third base coming up here for King Console. But again, 2 sentries coming in as well, and that's important because there's no blink and no way to bust this. Savior actually engaging with only part of the army here. Don't know how I feel about that. Blinks the Stalker's back, really like that. And now he can just jump on this. Prism comes in, but it's just not going to be enough here. Force fields come in, block off the Immortals. Tries to warp in, but everything's going to go down. Kills the Prism. That is going to be a full clean on the army, and now he can just go kill him. He still has his own Prism. Can move that into position to start aggressively warping in. 7 Zealots at a time, and there's just nothing on the field here. 0 army supply. King Console, GG's. Here on Everdream. The teal Plutus player with some sick skins. It is Savior. And up in the top right-hand corner, with some different but also sick skins, the yellow Protoss player, it is Meneric. And one thing I want to point out in a match like this is I'm assuming that like these guys in between, not while they're playing, but like the player that is about to go in is probably watching the stream, you know, watching their team, and how that can certainly be useful, especially when you're playing the same matchup, because you go like, oh, okay, this is how this guy likes to open in PvP. That's good to know. Can give you a little bit of info there. So we'll have to see if Meneric can use that to his advantage, because like, oh, okay, that was a greedy opening from you. Maybe I throw a proxy robo your way. Something like of that nature. That could be super effective here. Savior, you keep getting this gateway too early, my dude. Too early, my dude. And the gas is too late. If anyone is wondering, Savior is a good friend of mine. I'm allowed to criticize him. I'm not just being mean, I promise. Savior, do not forget your second pylon this time. What? A what? Savior. So in this scenario, you can, because I know Stillfly was wondering about it, right? If you see this, right, you can just get a Zealot while your Cyber's building. Clear this out a little faster. You can also just do it with the 2 Stalkers. It's a pretty decently sized investment from your opponent, so... Is that a misclick? Like, did he mean to... Is he just getting really fast +1 here? Not getting gateway units? I'm so confused, Savior. I'm so confused. No, he's getting to depths. Okay. If he gets +1, I'm going to actually pee my pants laughing. This is really... Oh, okay. So he's proxying a robo. Alright, so you don't want to do adepts with this. You need a faster second cast with this. If you're watching this back later, Savior, just some tips here for you. And I don't know why the Forge... I'm going to have some questions for Savior later. That much is Fair to say. Double Stalker going to follow this up, and I guess this could be okay. You shade him with the Adepts, get some eco damage, and then... Honestly, I guess if you see 2 Adepts, there's no scenario where you're like, Proxy Robo is following this up, because it's almost always Double Stalker that's going to lead off with that. But he knows this pylon is here. He knows there's no base. Shade into the main, Savior. Yes. 2 more gateways coming up. This is a little bit of denied mining, but that's okay. He's mining more, so... Let's see what he can get done here. 2. Can I get 3? Can I get 4? Can I get 4? Did not really control the Adepts as optimally as he could have there. Now this is going to be important. What is the first Robo unit here for Benerick? If it's an Observer or a Warp Prism. Looks like he's... No, maybe not saving up for an Immortal. If it's an Immortal, he's in a good spot here. If it's not, he could be in a lot of trouble. Is going to be the Immortal. Okay, okay. He could still be in a lot of trouble here. It's not going to be too soon that thing comes out. There is no shield battery here. I think he's got this. You just got to dive on the pylon. Just dive on those pylons. Kill the units. And then kill the pylons. Yep. That means no Robo units. GG is called. Spawning down in the bottom left-hand corner. Representing Platoon, it is Barcode. Not a barcode. Somebody named Barcode. That's a top meme. I like it. Spawning in the top right-hand corner, the teal Protoss player. Representing Ris3n, it is Savior, who has now equalized things. We are at 2-2 in this best of 9. Where are you going, Probe? Where are you going? What are you doing, you cheeky lad? That looks like it's going to be proxy gateways to me. This Barcode is going to go for the scout after gateway. So it's going to be in a little while here before he figures out exactly what is going on. As I don't know, does it seem like springtime to you guys? Because the flower is blossoming. If anyone doesn't get that reference, look. It's going to build one more, and it's going to be a little flower. It's going to be a little flower. It's going to be super cute. Where is it? Oh, wow. Yes, this is what I need in my life. Double proxies. I think this goes really well here for Savior. I think it does. Because there's only one gateway. I don't know if you can hold this with one gateway. So you have banked up. Yep, he's got banked up energy here for the Chrono Boost. Chrono Boost them. Chrono Boost them. Please. 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 This is what Chrono Boost is for. There's the pylon coming down here. And I guess if he gets, like, a Stargate unit out, this could be really bad, but will he be able to afford it in time is the question. Is it going to be in this spot, it has to be Stargate. Yep, it's going to be a Stargate. Okay. There's the Chronos coming out. Savior needs to go, go, go. Start busting down this wall and getting some damage done here. Now, if a Void Ray comes out, that is kind of the end of the game. But the question is will that be allowed here? So one pylon goes down. Second pylon goes down. Starts a third pylon here, does Barcode. Savior is getting the Cybercore. He needs to get gas. That Cybercore isn't super useful without gas. Barcode, I think, does have enough to start a Void Ray. Oh, he's trapped. The probes are trapped. A Void Ray starts. Okay. This is going to get real weird real quick, okay? This is going to get real weird real quick. Gas is coming in here for Savior, but he's going to be unable to deal with the Void Ray, but he's going to be killing everything of his opponents. One probe is going to make it out. That's a big deal. Can start building buildings, or building around the map. Oh, Savior not having gas could be brutal here for him. Forge coming up as well. Actually, while he's trapped in here, I think he should go for probes. He could build like 3 cannons now. He needs to start them now, but he could build like 3 cannons. Yup. Yeah, there we go. And if these are allowed to finish, he should be alright. Needs to mine gas as well, though. That's the second Void Ray coming in here. And he's going to start dealing with these cannons. Will these other 2 be allowed to finish? In the meantime, stuff is getting cleared out here. Okay, he is going to burn down these cannons before they finish. No, he's going for the pylon. No, he's going for the cannon. Savior needs to evacuate with these probes. He does have enough for a Nexus. Oh my gosh. This could come down to the buildings. Barcode has not rebuilt his base. He needs to send... Oh, he's losing all the probes, though. Savior, you need to keep these probes alive, man. GG's called. So he realizes he cannot... so here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner. The purple Zerg player representing Platoon. It is Terra. And down in the bottom left-hand corner, the teal Protoss player representing Ris3n. It is Savior. Just getting myself for hard work tonight. Contemplate if I want to order pizza before I go to bed or just wait to eat. Yeah, I don't know, dude. In situations like that where I'm unsure, I always try and have like a snack instead of like getting a pizza. Right? Because if you're in between, if you order pizza, you're probably going to eat more than you even want to. But like if you're just like a little bit hungry, that's why I always like to have like smaller food around. Something to do a little snack, you know. Fruit works really well if you get bananas. Or like a Nutri-Grain bar, something like that. Spring is in fact in season as the flower blooms once again. Oh my gosh. And this is like the greediest you can... I mean, I guess it's 3 hatch before pool would be more greedy, but it's hatch first, 18 drones, gas, and then pool. So I guess with not 3 hatch before pooling, this is about as greed as you can do here. He's doing it again. You'll love to see it. This is going to be a little bit tricky here for Terra. The key here for him is to ID this quickly, get spines up in his main where they can't get canceled. You're never going to really hold the natural with this opening against it. You're just not. So you're going to need to hold in the main, maybe get Roach worn up, get some Roaches and Ravagers out, because then you can start kiting and all of that fun stuff, but madness, I tell you. So here we go. Now he sees it, and let's see what the reaction is. 8 Zerglings. Spine Crawler. At the natural, though, it's not in the main. He needs one in the main. This is... Yeah, he cancels it. Oh, but he's building them in the natural again. Savior's actually going to run by and go directly into the main. A little bit of indecision here from Terra. Not sure how... Good for you, is nasty stuff. I love bananas. I eat, like, so many bananas. Ooh, actually gets a good surround here on these Zealots. But again, they do stand strong here. The Queen is now out. He's going to try and jump on it. Can he get the kill here? More Zealots coming in to help out. But there's so many Zerglings. This is going to get close. He needs to keep these Zealots together. Again, they are so much stronger together. And actually, they're getting glitched out a little bit here. And now the Spine Crawlers finish in the natural. Oh, I think Terra might have done just enough here for a hold. Once these spines finish, Savior at this point needs to A, hard wall this, and B, bank up about 8 Zealots here and really go for the kill. These Zerglings are going to shatter his economy. There's the hard wall. But again, it's now or never, and I don't think this is enough Zealots. I think that these Spine Crawlers should hold just fine, especially with a little bit of Queen support. These Zerglings are just going to bust down the pylon or the forge. And Savior, he gave it a good go. He's going to try and run past. Yeah, he's going to get surrounded, caught up on the ramp. And, well, he's going to get some good economic damage done. This is not a build that's going for economic damage. It's going for the dub. 2 cannons are going to start here, but these Zerglings are just going to go for the focus fire here. Savior is going to bleed out a lot of probes here. Nice micro. GG is called, though. It's Terra. We have another PVZ. Spawning in the top left-hand corner, holding that flower build very, very well in the previous game. It is Terra. And down in the bottom right-hand corner, the Red Protoss player representing Ris3n. It's Captain Ris3n himself. It's still fly, everybody. Yeah, yeah. The crowd goes wild. Whoa, yeah. As the other day, I was watching Stillfly play, and I believe I described him as the Cocaine Protoss. The reason I described him as the Cocaine Protoss is because his builds were random. They were wild. They were erratic. And yet, they were effective. So I'm really excited to see what he pulls out here. Looks like Terra opting for this safe opening once again. Getting his drones up. And no such flower will be blossoming here on Lightshade this time. Looks like it's going to be an expansion here for Stillfly. Getting his full information with that probe scout. There we go. Gateway expand. Still no second gas just yet. Probably going to come up after this cyber core here. Cyber gas second pylon. Second pylon gas. 6-1. Half dozen the other. Looking around, scouting for that third base. Not going to be coming down here for probably about another 30 seconds to a minute here, assuming he wants to get a fast third. But he's actually going to get back up into the main, and this is really nice, because he'll see if he pulls out a gas here. And in fact, he sees that he does not, at least not immediately. And that's pretty decent tell that there's something coming out. Now, it still could be like, I'm just going to get Overlord speed or something of the like. But, you know, it does leave the door open for a Roach Warren or something like that. Now, those builds have fallen out of style a little bit with how common and popular those Void Ray openings are and how well they do against aggressive openings, but it is going to prompt the shield battery in response here. And there's the Stargate. Actually getting it in the wall here is Stillfly. I guess because there's no cheeky Overlord. Is this a cheeky Overlord spot? Yeah, I guess it is. Forge as well. Okay, okay. We're going to have to see what the first unit coming out of this Stargate is. It's a Void Ray. Like it, love it, want more of it. And with this Forge, I'm guessing this is cannons. And what this can allow you to do is get a very fast third base. You're going to go super light on the ground army, and you can really power up into those Void Rays. Double Stargate. That's what I think he's doing. This Adept is going to get across the map and get some scouting information here for him. Sees the third base. This Void Ray is going to get out, and if it looks around, it might be able to get 2 or 3 Overlords here for him. Wow, nice. Not sure what he's talking about, but yeah, okay. Roach Warren coming down here. Twilight Council to follow this up. Gonna get him some charge slots. I know Stillfly loves his charge slots. He is on the hunt for Overlords. They are getting pulled back here by Terra. Overlord Speed coming in as well. Wants to keep track of just how many Void Rays there are. Charge starting up here, and I really like that he's powering that drone count out. Really needs to get that climbing up. He's built a lot of buildings and got himself a little in a rough spot losing those Overlords, but he is going to be unsupply blocked, and really want to see a drone explosion here from him. And I'm guessing that this is going to be a follow-up charge lot all in with +1, and those can be very, very, very deadly. Charge lots did get, you know, obviously that nerf about, I guess it's been almost a year now. But they are still very, very strong, especially with that +1. They will start trading very well against Zerglings. These Void Rays are just going to poke around. The other thing is that, like, this is a peculiar follow-up here. But this is really good. He's going to see this. Like, this Gateway Explosion telegraphs what's coming here. 5 more Gateways on the way here. Even getting +2. Okay, well, I'm not sure why he's getting +2. He is going to try and get some damage done here with the Void Rays. Get a drone or two for himself. Needs to be careful. Want to keep those Void Rays alive. Oh, I like that actually. Killing the gas. No gas for you. Something nice like that kind of disrupts the macro cycles of the Zerg. They're not used to that exactly. Where are those Zealots warping in? They're at home. Okay. This, though, is the critical point here. Piece of the puzzle here for him. The Baneling Nest. Hydra Den on the way. I don't think it's really going to be a factor here. Stillfly, you mad lad. You're going 10-gate Zealot? Okay. Screw it, you know? This is going to be a big attack. Looks like it will hit with +2 as well. But he cannot afford to give Terra too much time here. Banelings are on the way. Baneling speed. Roach speed. If, like, Roach Bane comes out, like, Roach Bane is made to kill charge lots. So you really have to avoid giving them too much time. Now, I guess there could be Archons with this as well, but here we go. Looks like the aggression is going to begin. And he's going to have the Void Rays with this as well. That'll be very nice to help him deal with these 11 Roaches, but I think Terra has enough, or could have enough to deal with this. Let's see how many Archons get warped in. Okay. 6 Archons it's going to be. But here comes some Ravagers as well. Keep in mind, +2 going to be done. So this army is going to certainly pack a punch here. As here we go. The engagement's going to come in. So much is going to come down to how well these Banelings can connect here. If he can get them on Archons, or if they get on to the Zealots like that, that's actually a really good start here for our Zerg player. Stillfly is going for it, though. That's a huge soften up initially on the Zealots. He needs to get more of them here. These Bios not getting the connections done. The third does go down here. Stillfly is backing off here. I don't think he can really afford to do that. Even with the third going down, right? Like, he needs to keep his foot on the gas pedal a little bit here. He can... There's a world where he can take a third out of this, but I don't think he's there just yet. Really would like to see him trying to get these Archons tanking the shots. Great Biles there from the Zerg. These Banelings finish up, and they are going to get some great hits off on the Zealots, and this might just be too much. Oh, wonderful force field there. Sections off a few of the Ravagers. These Archons are so low on HP. One goes down. Stillfly needs to be very, very careful here. 10 more Roaches on the way. He's getting more Archons up, more Zealots. If he could get a cancel on this base, that would be very nice for him. There's the cancel. But again, 60 workers here for Terra. They are going to be able to recover very well here. More sentries coming in. I like this. Cut off the kiting potential here. Looks like it's going to be a double expansion here from the Zerg player. Biles land on the Zealots. Ooh, this is getting real dicey here. This army is growing and growing for the Zerg, and it's just really good against this for the most part. Biles land okay. Those force fields work out pretty well for him here. Sections off a good bit of the army. Not a chance with that base. Does he still have force fields is the question. Zealots are coming in. Oh, Zealots! Zealots, go! I really like this. Keep everything occupied. Go get a kill on this base. Gets a kill. He's diving in on the other side. I don't know if he has enough here, but he might just barely. He's actually killing a lot of these super expensive Ravagers. That's a great trade for him. The Zealots flank in on the other side. Can he get the transfuses that he needs? This is going to be so close, but it looks like Stillfly might have just found a way here. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. It's going to come down to the kiting now. But as these Zealots keep the army occupied, these are just going to run roughshod over everything. Going to target down the Roachborn and then probably go for drones. As this aggression is not ending. These Zealots are running Roaches down on the other half of the map. Only Zerglings can come out now, and Hydras, and that's just not the tools that he needs here. These Zerglings get cleaned up so very quickly, and now he's in the drone line. And this is the gutting blow here. 26 workers now for the Zerg player. And once you get that critical drone damage, you just cannot keep up any longer in the production. You will get outscaled. Stillfly, this has been such a close game, but I think he might have broken the back of Terra here. As the last units get surrounded, GG is called as Stillfly takes the victory. Our final match. Spawning up in the top right-hand corner here on Jagannatha, the green Zerg player, it is Tamagun. Down in the bottom left-hand corner, the purple Protoss, representing Ris3n, it is Stillfly. And I've known this as something I've had to do before. Whenever you're the ace player, there is that little extra bit of pressure. Now, obviously some players, I think, thrive on that. Some players get a little rattled by it. Some players treat it as another game with no difference. But it's something you really got to think about here. What are you doing, Stillfly? Oh, no. Ah! This is actually really bad for Stillfly. This is actually, I think, really, really bad for Stillfly. Proxying Gateway is not going to do very well against a build like this here from Tamagun. I do like that it's our third flower in 9 games, though, you know. This isn't even a flower, but, you know, I still like it. This Overlord will eventually see this. And I think he's going to see this and be very, very happy. He's already going to have that quick gas out. He could actually, honestly, say, kind of like, send 6 lings across the map. And then just kind of say, well, you know what, screw Zerglings, we're going to go Roaches here. There we go, though. Spine Crawler immediately, and I think Tamagun's doing exactly everything that he needs to do here. Pulls out a guess, so he is going to get link speed here. Double Spine coming up here. Will there be links going across them? It does not look like so far that there are. But once link speed is finished, whew, is this going to get dicey. It is going to get real dicey real quick here. As this Zealot is going to be greeted by 4 Zerglings, soon to be 6. And again, you have to keep your Zealots together here. They have to be nearby, and they have to be able to limit the surface area. Individual Zealots can get picked off. Even small groups of Zealots can get picked off. This is what you're trying to avoid, is getting surrounded like this. Once the spine crawl, get on the spine. Oh, he doesn't get on the spine. Okay. This is really, really bad, I think, for our Protoss player. Now these Zealots are kind of stuck in no man's land. 8 more lings coming on the way. That's going to be enough to deal with them. He needs to dive on that spine, and he needs to dive now. Spine is going to deal with these Zealots just fine. And, even getting baited in with another one. And again, like I said, you have to keep your Zealots together. If they're not together, they are infinitely weaker. And this is just, it's just enough. I mean, he's going to get the spine, but you cannot let the Zealot count get reset like that. Now, Zergling speed about to finish. There's going to be so many Zerglings. I've said you can go hatch first, yeah. Well, it's the way it goes, you know? And now Tommy Gun. I was going to 19 drone ratio. I am the lesser player. These guys having a little... That is not true at all. Sometimes you totally choose people. Yeah. There are no rules. There are no rules. Stillfly is still in the game, but he is also not in the game. He's holed up in his main, and Tommy Gun can do, I think, pretty much anything. He can go Mutas, and he's dead. He can go Ravagers, and he's dead. He can just expand and take the map, and then whatever he makes, he will be dead. YOLO DTs? YOLO DTs, yep. I hate to sound pessimistic here, but, like, yeah. It is the truth. He's getting Warp Gate, he has no gateways. Oh, gosh. There we go. He's got no Warp in spot, like... There's the lair. Yep, the YOLO DTs, even if they get some damage done, are not going to work. Double gas as well. Likely going to be a Muta follow-up. There's going to be nothing to deal with the Mutas. As he's even getting Spores here. I like that, you know, that you're so far ahead. Like, just make sure that nothing silly gets you. Alright, just chill here. Don't let him get a natural. Pick your tech, and you'll be fine. He's even going to get in here and see the DT Shrine. Immediately, there's the cancel. And he builds it over here. Oh gosh, that's funny. That is funny. He's still gonna see it. Oh. As I imagine this game is just going to kind of peter out. Warp Gate is done. Not sure why we're just... There we go, yeah. Gosh. Yeah, he does indeed see it. We are still building probes. Builds a Stargate. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there's a gotcha that can get you out of this. Still fly. I don't think there's a gotcha that can get you out of this. It's getting fleet beacon. What is this, one base carrier? Come on now, Still Fly. I want to catch some of the Aces finals here, Beyond and Morrow. See, he's gonna get Void Raids. I guess there's no Hydras or Spire yet. As there we go, the 8-minute natural. As there's the Hydra Den. And I imagine Tommy Gun's just gonna make like 12 Hydras and then just smash him. Because I mean, he doesn't even have to wait for the Hydra. So he can just go kill this natural. It's going to take Void Ray and a Tempest about 100 years to clean all this up. Roach Speed now almost done getting himself a DT. It is going to get spotted. Killed. Void Ray actually. Oh, it almost gets piled down. Oof. Brutal. Now there's Tempest. Still Fly is in a world of trouble here. He's going to start hemorrhaging probes. Because again, you know, there is, I suppose, technically a clock on this attack, but it's a pretty big clock. 15 probes go down. Spire's on the way. As the Tempest is clearing Overlords. Alright. There is such a thing as staying in a game too long. Hydra starting to get added in, and the Spire, once those Corruptors come out, there is nothing stopping this ground army from doing its rampage. Stillfly gonna get these batteries back up. Try and reshape his shattered economy. But I'd love to see him just run in with Zerglings, right? Like, just run in with these Zerglings and just get a lot of damage done. They're Zerglings, they're cheap, you don't really care about them, you're economically ahead, and realistically, by the time the Tempests clear them out, you're going to kill this Nexus. Like, four Corruptors plus one air. This Void Ray going to get shooed away. And once these now 8 Corruptors get out, it will be not long for this world. As actually the Queen might get it. Yep, the Queen's going to get it. Zergling run by. Whoa, okay. What are you doing? You should have just stayed in the natural. Gone for probes. Slash nexuses. 1 DT over here. Slicing away. It's going to get cleared out. As alright, Tom, again, you got the army for it. Let's see the bust, man. Let's see the bust. The Protoss hope rests on a handful of gateway units and 2 Tempests. And sadly, I think all hope is lost here. He's going to try and retreat back, but Tempests fall. GG is called. There we go. We're going to get on into game number 9 to see who takes home. But the moment of truth has come. Spawning it in the top left-hand corner here on Romanticide. Representing Platoon, it is Tommy Gun. And spawning down in the bottom right-hand corner, representing Ris3n. The Red Zerg player, it is 11. CVZ, a very volatile matchup, a very fun one if you're gonna get past that early Lingbane phase. But the problem is getting there, right? Getting past that early Lingbane phase that could be so deadly, can rest on a knife's edge and turn oh so quickly. Both these guys going to be opting for the hatch first here, as their builds are so far quite mirrored. Whoa, 18 pool versus 17 pool. Crazy. Actually, no, he just gets gas faster. Okay. So, very minute differences here in these two players' builds. Nothing to write home about. So you can see we end up at virtually identical positions here. So the question is, what comes next here? Looks like 11 rallying into gas here. Tommy Gunn, I think, did do the pull-in, so he's going to have a, assuming that they both start at right at 100, slightly faster circling speed here. Lings coming out from both sides here. And there we do see speed starting. He pulls one out of gas. Where is it? There's the circling speed. And he also pulls out of gas. Okay. Likely both these guys going to get a bailing nest up for themselves. For defense. 11 going to get his third. No third coming up. Oh, nope. There's the third for Tommy Gunn. Like the scouting lings. Always good to operate on full information here. Tommy Gunn and 11 are both going to get up and see just exactly what is going on here. Baneling nest here from 11. No baneling nest just yet here for Tommy Gunn. That could be a difference maker here. As if you're fighting Lingbane against Ling, Lingbane player has a distinct and tremendous advantage here. There's the baneling nest. Okay. 10 Lings coming out here for Tommy Gunn. And it doesn't look like either of these guys really want to go into, like, bust mode. Really go try and kill each other or anything. Two banelings coming out here for 11. Although his third right now is a little bit undefended. He's going to have 10 links of his own popping shortly, though, and he should be able to ward this away. Here we go. Here's the banelings. Looks like Tommy Gunn is going to go for whatever damage he can get, but ooh, actually gets a baneling. That's nice. That's nice. 16 more lings coming out here. Plus one missile and a roach warren coming out. Lair starting here. As the tech advantage is going to go a little bit in favor of Tommy Gunn, but the thing is, there's a window here where he's going to have more banelings, where he could maybe try and get some counter pressure done. Maybe. 5 more drones coming out here for 11. That will even out that deficit a little bit. He's getting so many banelings. Holy cow. 2 more gases as well. Still no lair here for 11. So we have a little bit of a counterattack coming in. You need to be so careful playing on these ramps, though. There's a bailing right here. Gets a wonderful hit there. That is very good for 11. He's going to start going for drones, I think, but some bailings are going to come in, but nope, these 2 bailings should be able to shut that down. These guys trying to get sneaky with these counterattacks, but nothing doing. These Banes should just run into roaches. There's no drones here to even kill. The thing is, though, right, still no lair here. for 11. Still no +1. Still no roach speed. Like, his roaches are just going to be flatly a lot worse. Partially because he spent so much money on banelings here, and that gas not getting allocated to other things. As this goes on, I do start to worry here for 11. This is an upgrade deficit. It's going to be pretty large as well. Here comes what might be the first push out here. Looks like it's going to be about 12 roaches. This should be able to be warded away fairly easily here. 10 drones on the production tab here. For 11, 8 from Tommy Gun. So they are both ramping up that economy. Thing is, though, again, roach speed. PP.
Game paused.
As I was saying, roach speed +2. All of that in favor of our blue Zerg player. That's a lot. That's a lot going for him right now.
Game resumed.
Here we go. Getting back into things here. So it looks like Tommy Gun is ready to go here. Needs to be careful. If he gets surrounded here, he could bleed out some very valuable Ravagers. He's diving really far in. The Biles are not going to land. And he is going to get a few roaches sectioned off here. That's a good trade here for 11. Who now has... Well, it's actually really close. Big deal here is the roach speed. You cannot run him down until you have roach speed. Even if you have the better roach army and you can start to take a good fight, just doesn't matter if they have that speed advantage. +1 going to finish up, so that will even out the upgrades for a little while until the +2 finishes here for Tommy Gun. Tommy Gun once again looking to poke in. Oh, and 11 is actually running away. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he is going to start bleeding out. Oh, he's diving on the hatch. Gets it. And he doesn't trade it out for that much. I think 11 really needs to do like a double expand right now or something. Again, the army supply being so even. This is a great backstab here. There are 2 spines, though. So between these 2 spines and these rallied roaches, he should be able to deal with this. Oh, the roaches aren't doing it, but across the map there's actually another engagement going on, and I think this is really good for 11. He is dealing with this in the background. Queen goes down, he's going to start hemorrhaging drones. This is very strange because 11's economy is getting battered, but his army is winning the day. 16 more roaches coming out here for Tommy Gun. He needs to hold on until they arrive, but if this army goes down before he gets his reinforcements, he's in a lot of trouble. 11 smells blood and is going to try and go for it here. Ravagers are getting picked off. So, yep, this is what you need to do. Hug the roaches to death. Here come the reinforcements, though. This is going to be such a tight battle here. I think Tommy Gun might just have too much here. A nice bio lands, though. Oh, a little bit of the army getting caught behind it is going to go down. And now things are starting to look really, really good for our blue Zerg player here. He weathered the storm. He's up on workers. He's got his 3rd and a 4th. And the 3rd is not yet finished here for 11. Now that army supply is swinging drastically in Tommy Gun's favor. He's still got that upgrade lead as well. It's going to be really difficult for 11 to find a way to maneuver his way out of this one. Spire coming down as well. So he's going to go Overlord hunting. Get a little constriction of the map vision. Not a bad call. So it looks like Tommy Gun might be gearing up for another big attack here. More Ravagers on the way. I like the Lurker Den. If there's anything that can get him back into this game, it would be the cost efficiency of Lurkers. But if he doesn't know about this Spire, these Mutas could catch him off guard, and that could be absolutely brutal. Here we go. Tommy Gun is going to run in here. Armies are roughly even. It could come down a lot to the Biles. Defender's advantage is going to be in 11's favor, but these Lurkers are not ready yet. Great dodges there on the Biles, and I think Tommy Gun just has too much here, so he's going to hug the opposing army. Backs off, dodges the Biles, goes back in. So everything is going to get cleared out here. Drones are going to begin to fall. This third base coming down. 11 Mutas behind this to seal the deal. Two Lurkers are on the field. Oh. Bile should take care of that. Yep. And that was the ace in the hole here for 11. He's lost that. And these Mutas, I think, are going to be the dagger to the heart that ends the game. As without these Hydras, no spores. Really nothing here to defend. These Lurkers might get some great shots off, and they will. But Biles rain down. They're going to get cleared up. The Mutas come into the main. There's nothing here to defend. GG is called. Tommy Gun is going to take things home, as it is Platoon that takes it 5-4 and moves on to the grand finals. Congratulations to Platoon, and best of luck to him in the finals. That's been everything I got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this best of 9. If you did, would love if you would drop a follow on the stream, because I do cast a lot of Clan Wars and stuff like that. So if that seems interesting to you, keep it locked and have a good day.